Jedd Fisch has become part therapist, part coach at this point in the season. He's aiming towards helping players build a positive mindset going into future games.
What we're trying to teach our team is one play is one play. One play is not the outcome. And we're up 9 with 12 minutes left, I think is what it was, 11:48 left. And it felt as if after that, there was just a deflation of almost a here we go again mentality rather than, okay, we're still up 9 and they have to drive 72 yards. And then it took them 1 minute and 9 seconds, and they drove 72 yards and scored a touchdown to make it 16-14. And at that point, we're still up 2, and we had a 4th and 1.5 with 10 minutes and 40 seconds left on our own 33.5-yard line. My mind, there was no question to punt it. I said that as the offensive coordinator, I wanted to go for it. But as the head coach, I knew I couldn't in that situation. Our defense only had let up 170 yards at that point in the game. So I felt confident that they were going to stop them. We punted them back to the 18-yard line, and then they went ahead and drove 80 and scored. And then our penalties and sacks started at that point at 6:40 left. And, that's what we have to avoid, that type of stuff. So, yeah, well, we are spending an enormous amount of time on the sports psych part of the game. We brought our sports psychologists into team meetings, speak to our team about mindfulness, speak to our team about the importance of just, hey, one play is one play. And I actually saw Notre Dame against SC this past week. They were up 2 scores, threw an interception. USC scored, and then Notre Dame went back and scored. And it went from a 6-point game back to a 13-point game. And that's what we have to learn how to do. We have to just realize that it is not a here we go again. None of us have, there is no here we go. It is what it is. Each game is a separate game. Each play is a separate play. We needed to be better being able to handle that and get that stop after the interception. It wasn't in our territory. It was in theirs. And that's a huge part of it. And had an interception to go up, man, we would have been up big if we got that first interception in the second half and jumped offside. So we got to get rid of that mentality.
Jedd Fisch noted that the team hasn't put together a complete 60 minutes of football. That's leading to problems scoring in the fourth quarter, which Fisch is trying to correct.
I don't know why that's the case. I don't have a great answer on how that's, what's happened. I could say, against Oregon, I felt we had it was 24-19, right, to start the fourth, then 27-19. I thought we had, a couple possessions inside the plus 40, didn't make anything happen. Against UCLA, same deal, 17-16, and then Jordan got hurt, I think, right at the end of the third. Or early fourth, right in that range. I don't think there was much. I think that kind of messed us up a little bit. It was 24-16 with 9 minutes left. We couldn't move the ball. And then this game, again, I felt as if we're on the plus 28-yard line going in on 1st and 10. I had no expectation of not scoring there. But, we have to play 60 minutes of football. We're playing like 47 minutes, and we're just picking which 47 we want to play. Some games we started down 21-0 against San Diego State and then played 45 minutes, and it was 17-14 the rest of the game. Down 21-3 against BYU, and then played the final 30 minutes and whatever it was, scored 13, and they scored 3. We got to figure out a way to play 60. And, that's what we got to do. And that comes down to scoring in the fourth. And our team understands that. We've certainly brought that to their attention, that it's our job to play 60 full minutes of football. Our fans were uber supportive on Friday night. It's always tough to get a huge crowd on a Friday night, and that's fine. We'll get there. But the people that were there, they saw a team that was, I used it I said it during the whole week. This team was up 44-0 against us a year ago. And in the fourth quarter, and this year we're up 16-7 in the fourth. They saw a team that was really doing everything they could to try to win a game.
What did you make of Will Plummer's performance in the game, and is there any change in your thought process as far as the quarterback snaps and so forth?
We don't have any options at quarterback. So we have one quarterback, and Will. Jordan and Gunnar are done for the year, and we have Jamari, who we're going to continue to try to get some more of those, call it Wildcat, call it just when he goes in just at the quarterback position, he'll have another week of reps. So I believe that there'll be some more opportunity to expand his package. Yeah, I mean, we didn't play good enough at quarterback. I mean, we're 13 for 21 for 58 yards. Or whatever the number was. I think it was something to that effect. There were some good conversions. There were some big third down conversions. But we also need to help them. You know, as I said to Berryhill, we can't run a 5-yard route at 3 yards, get tackled, be a yard short. You know, you got to run a 5-yard route at 5 yards. If it's a 3rd and 4, we need to be able to, do better in getting open certain times, and then we had a protection issue once or twice in the play action game. We had 2 false starts on 2 deep shots. We were trying to take 2 deep shots, and we false started both times, which are disappointing. So, Will needs to play better. He knows he needs to play better. He wants to play better. But, Jamari did a nice job as well coming in.
Jedd, game 8 of the season, 10 penalties at home. Why?
Boy, I wish I knew the why on that. You should not have a false start at home. That's first of all. I would start there. I would say shouldn't have defensive offsides. It's not like it was that loud that we couldn't hear. Or first of all, we should be just watching the ball, and we had 2 of those. The 12 men on the field, as I said earlier, inexcusable. A PI call, that's going to happen. I don't think that has anything to do with, 8th game of the season. We had 2 holding penalties, I think it was. One was critical. We had a 1st and 10 on the +12 up, 6 at the time, 13-7. We would have had 2nd and 3 on the 7, didn't get it, and wound up having a holding penalty to make it 1st and 20 on the 22. I don't know. I don't know why. Per se, I know that we talk about it all the time. We emphasize it. We know that self-inflicted wounds are a killer. We don't have the team to overcome penalty after penalty, turnover, and it's not where you want to be. You don't want to be in a situation where you're just, getting in, as I said at the end of the game, getting in a fist fight with one hand tied behind your back. So, discipline, making the right decisions, staying focused, and really being able to play every play. It's an individual play rather than allow a play to distract you from the play before is critical.